Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Poopa Stars. It's your girl, Shay Renee, and I am back with another motherfucking video. Let's get it. Oh, y'all, hold on. Like I'm about to, hold on. So I sure got a dress on. It's so fucking hot. I said, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm in this motherfucker. Yeah, baby. So shout out to that. Now listen, Poopa Stars. Baby, listen, the internet streets is motherfucking lit. Oh my God. It's just like I was telling y'all earlier. I said it's just like I was telling y'all earlier. Scoot up in here. Ooh wee, baby, 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 baby. Oh, baby, baby. Ooh. Let me cut the heater down, because I feel like if I feel like this, ain't no telling how to everybody else feel. So hold on. Here. I said, motherfucker, hold on. That's actual and factual. Child, that's a lot fucking going on. Hold on. Hey. Hey, Poopa Stars. Okay, so listen to this, y'all. I ain't gonna be able to take that. I ain't gonna be able to take that. I said it's just too much noise. It's just gonna be too much noise, okay? For it to be so late. But anyway, listen to this, y'all. So, what's a lot going on? Hold on. Just to get me gone. You got to love me deep. Yeah, my closet is doing a little too much. It ain't really organized like that. You see, yeah. Baby, so I had to, just motherfucking had to regroup. Period. Just like in math class. But anyway, so listen. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I want to welcome y'all back to my channel. I already told y'all that. Hold on. Oh, because I'm hot. I got to cool off. Yeah. Now that's actual and factual. But hold on. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, motherfuckers. Okay, so listen to this. Hold on. So, what's going on with radio? Like, listen, radio is like, I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But y'all go check my live, okay, earlier. Well, I talked about that. You know what I'm saying? I talked about that a lot. I really don't feel like talking about what's going on with radio because I really don't know what's going on with radio. I think radio is going downhill though. Yeah, the truth is, okay? I think it's going downhill fast. Now I will say this. I saw that the Breakfast Club got a little deal. You know what I'm saying? I hate when I say little, because like I see that the Breakfast Club got a deal, okay, with Netflix. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because I'm going to say it like this here, right? Let me say it like this here. When people be collabing, sometimes, well, I just look at it like this, right? I just feel like collabs happen when, like, changes come about or something like that. Does that make sense? In other words, I just believe, hold on, because I'm going to go get me a towel. I ain't going to be able to do that. I can tell you that right now. Hold on. Okay, here I go. I just shout out to that motherfucker back. So listen. So y'all listen to this. I said you just gotta motherfucking listen to this. So it's hot. I'm hot. I'm suffering. Anyway, I'm gonna be alright though. I know it's gonna I better be alright. It's gonna let up now, cause I could just feel it in the air. So anyway, I feel like collabs kind of come about like when things get shaky, or like I can't explain it. It's really kind of hard to explain, but like, um, I don't know. I just feel like when a business is doing great, when a business is doing good, they just stand on their own 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It don't even matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all get scoot up in here and hit the like button, okay? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just said that right. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, as far as the Breakfast Club goes, I'm like, yeah, things have changed. It just is what it is. Things like, you know what I'm saying? T.I. said got big shit popping and little shit stopping. You know. I'm just being all the way, all the way, all the way 100% real. The Breakfast Club been not popping. No, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? It's just really not that. It's just really, really, really not that no more. It is what it is. I think the show went downhill a long time ago. So anyway, they just ever since old girl been gone, child, they been scraping and scrambling. Okay, beard like Diddy said. And so anyway, let me move on. Like Diddy said, because I got to move on. Anyway, so Nicki Minaj and politics. First of all, before we get into this, hit the like button. That's my girl, okay? Period. Hands down. I said there just will never be another. I said there just will never be another. The fuck? Now, anyway, as far as Nicki Minaj goes and politics, I ain't got nothing for that. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Not to disappoint you, Miss Pressing Curl, okay? But it just is what it is. Like, nothing. Okay. Reach in my purse. And pull out a whole bunch of nothing, okay? Period. It just is what it is. Fairy dust. Because let me listen. You want the truth? One thing about it, you're going to have to be able to handle it over here with me. Because I don't give a fuck like that. I don't. I can tell you right now, buckle up. Because this one here don't give a fuck. Okay? Period in my smoky voice. Yeah, like Gunna had said. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Truth is, miss me with it, okay? All the drama, the long paragraphs. She this, she that, she ain't, she dead. Listen, miss me with it, period. Like somebody on a smoke break that didn't give a fuck about the bus. You see? Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna be able to wait. Yeah. Period. I said, I'm just going to be able to motherfucking wait. And that just is what that is. And so, like, yeah, I'm sorry. But, truth is, like Fantasia said, like, listen, some people, those people being me, they, like, just choose to focus on what's important. Okay? And for me, a lot of I'm just being real. I'm just being all the way real. Okay? Period. Because y'all know, I'll cry to you before I lie to you. Truth is, like Fantasia said, um, it's just too much going on in my life, right? In your life, okay? In his life. To be worried about a motherfucking Nicki Minaj like that. Does that make sense? I sure hope so. Somebody say Yeah, jump in my comments with it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have the energy to really care about uh Nicki Minaj's political stances, right? Cuz that's my girl no matter what, you know? And it just is what it is. Like fuck you want me to do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like she grown. Yeah, so anyway, let's continue. Now we'll say this though, before I get out of here on it, on the matter. Okay. A lot of people feel like Nicki is trying to go for a pardon. They think she wants to get her husband pardoned. But y'all gonna have to jump in my comments with this one. Period. Scoot up in here like a bumper car. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I got questions that need answers. Okay. Like what? I'm confused. Okay. So y'all hear me out. I said, I'm just gonna, yeah, bye. Yeah. Like somebody that fell into a ditch. Yeah. I want to know what's the point of Nicki Minaj's husband getting a pardon though? Like what? Like, help me out. He on probation or parole? Which one? Probation or parole? Parole or probation? He on parole. Okay. Period. I'm just gonna use my common sense, right? And my common sense tells me that like his crime is definitely parolable. You see? So shout out to that. And when I say shout out to that, I mean shout out to common sense, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'll tell you, I'm nothing. I'm not, you know, listen, I tell God all the time I'm nothing without him, but I'm not much without common sense either. So shout out to that. Like I just feel like, you know, when it comes to like common sense, God said you put her first. Yeah. So shout out to that. He said like put her in this line. So shout out to that. um, but no, yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, you know, truth is I don't know a lot about Nicki Minaj's man's case. You know what I'm saying? But I did start wondering how much time her brother got, you know. Now, to say that she trying to get a pardon for her brother would make way more sense, you know, a lot more sense, okay? And then you got some people who feel like, you know, Nicki might be like stepping up and speaking out, you know what I'm saying, as far as politics goes, because Cardi B does it. Excuse me. You know, I don't know. I don't know. That's what they said, not what I said. Okay, I just told you what I said. And how, you know, I feel about it. It just is what it is. I can see her doing it for her brother. I don't necessarily know much about the husband and why he would necessarily need a pardon. I did think about it earlier though. You know what I'm saying? And so like if okay, so like basically if you are if you have the kind of case that Nicki Minaj's husband has, then I would assume that it follows him everywhere, right? And maybe it's like a lifelong thing, like lifelong, like lifelong. Don't even look over here. You'll see. Don't even come over here. Okay. Keep your eyes on the fucking road type shit, you know? Yeah. And like, I don't know. So I would assume maybe that's lifelong, and maybe I would assume like that's what she wants to, you know, free her husband from. You know, like who would, you know what I'm saying? Necessarily want that. I'm sure the stipulations is, you know, tough, real tough, like a beef jerky. So, yeah, my girl is doing what she got to do. Okay, it just is what it is. That's my girl, and she's just doing what she gotta do. Y'all like y'all let her make it. I will say this. Although people are jumping ship on Nicki Minaj, just shy. You like if you are very vivid with your imagination, like me, child. You just see them just. That one had blue on. That one had some pink on. You see, they just they jumping ship on our girl, you know. It just is what it is. But anyway, y'all know me. I love people that stand up for themselves. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know, it just be like that sometimes. What? Like Tupac said, me against the world. It's just me against the world, baby. So shout out to that. Anyway, Poopa Stars, and shout out to Nicki Minaj because that's my girl. And like, yeah, I'm still rocking with your poop. So shout out to that. Yeah. I said you still got some fans that like we still fans. You know what I'm saying? We still fans. Um, fans of the work, fans of the music, fans of the person. Okay, so shout out to that. Um. Anyway, let's continue, y'all. What else is going on these internet streets? It's a lot. I can tell you right now, it's a motherfucking lot. So shout out to that. So Ray J makes an appearance with his new boo. You know, y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get the tea, but I don't really do reality TV these days. You know what I'm saying? And Shia, come to Netflix. Come to Netflix. You gotta come to Netflix where I'm at. Period. You got to meet me where I am. Mr. President Girl, I can tell you that right now. Because other than that, I'm not interested. Okay? I'm not. I'm not. Truth is, like Fantasia said, I ain't gonna be able to get with this new program. Uh-huh. That's just what that is. That's just what they were. I could care less. Okay. So anyway, shout out to that. Ray J though, and listen, I said all that because Ray J, right, is on a show and he got a girlfriend, a new girlfriend. He picked up the new girlfriend child from the show, okay? And y'all know I don't watch the show, so like it's hard to give any kind of. But I will say this though. I don't watch the show, but child, I watch the comment section. Love me a good comment section. Child, it goes down in the comment section. And so shout out to that. And like people was saying that like the girl has seemingly been going downhill since she been with Ray J. I said, oh y'all. I said, oh, tell me some out. Well, keep going. And yeah, they was just saying like it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? It's really a shame. Um, and I'm like, well, hell, that was fast. You know, because the show or the girl ain't even been around that long. Yeah. And listen, shout out to Ray J though. I like Ray J. I do. I like Ray J. I don't know if it's because I feel like he's my good Capricorn brother or what, but I really do like Ray J. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, I feel so bad for him. Yeah, truth is, like I said, I do. Child, I be feeling bad. I be feeling bad and I be feeling sad, you know. And it's all fun and games until it ain't no more. It just ain't no more. You know, it just ain't no more. So he's chilling with his new girlfriend and he just blurts out that Diddy did something to him. And when I say he did something to him, he said he did something in his eye. Okay, yeah, his aid. And I was like, I'm just like, first of all, Ray J, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And I will say this too. I feel like he been setting this up for a while. Does that make sense? It's almost like he been getting us ready for this. It is what it is for this. And however much further more he finna go. Y'all know how on what's gonna say how low. Okay, you go. Get how low. Again, you go. Baby, Ray J going low. Truth is, Ray J is down to go low. Okay, low to the ground. Low, 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 low. Like baby girl from Africa has said. And so, yeah, truth is, like Fantasia said. And so Ray J got everybody worried. It just is what it is. He got everybody worried. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I wouldn't want to see nobody in no conservatorship. Not a one person. Especially if they look like that. But you know, it's given if Princess Love would have held on just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. I'm just playing. Nah, but for real, truth is, you know what I'm saying? She probably could have sent him to, you know, a nice apartment, you know what I'm saying? With a bar inside, like Wendy Williams. In other words, him and Wendy Williams could have been roommates. Yeah, and Princess Love would have just held on just a little while longer. That's what it's giving. I said just a second longer. Okay. So anyway, shout out to that. But I will say this though. Shout out to Ray J too though. When I say he been prepping us for this, that's what it seems like. Because we don't know with Ray J. He could say Diddy did X, Y, and Z today, and then tomorrow say I'm playing. I just feel like I can't explain it, but it's almost like storytelling, okay, or something like that. This man been narrating a whole bunch of weird shit. Yeah, it just is what it is. Since Diddy got locked up, just to tell us this, I guess. That Diddy played in his cornholio. Yeah. His bunghole, or whatever you call it. Yeah. But anyway, child, stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned for the details. Because, like, yeah, he didn't tell us nothing else. Oh, you like the people that work at the place that get your car clean? He did not detail that. Okay. And so, the last time I seen Ray J, he was on a plane. Like, literally, the last sighting. He was on a plane. Talking about pray for him. And all of this, all of that. Matter of fact, I'ma come back. Shout out to them. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna post the video. But like, yeah, prayers up for Ray J, who definitely needs to get it together. If y'all missed my live earlier, go back and find where I was talking about Ray J, and like, yeah, because I believe it makes a lot of sense. You know, I believe everybody deals with some type of hurt, some type of pain, some type of trauma, usually within a lifetime, right? And I also believe that people deal with those things in different ways, you know? So while one person might crash out, one person might, you know, carry it on their shoulders and look like they just went off to just conquer the world, you know? Everybody deals with things differently. But I will say this. I honestly feel like um I honestly feel like when somebody, right, becomes an addict, for real, truth is, and I'm not out for Ray J for a second, because we ain't talking about Ray J. I'm not called a Ray J addict because I don't have no proof of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking in general now. I think when people become addicts, they become addicts because they are hurt people, okay, who need healing and they never healed. And let's say we all have a, like, let's say everybody is introduced with a trauma button. You know what I'm saying? Low trauma, medium trauma, high, high, the highest of the high trauma. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people that are addicts probably, not always though, probably, assumingly, probably went through the highest of the highest trauma. You know what I'm saying? Meaning it was high to them. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. So what could have been low to you might be just over the top, you know, and so high and extreme. It was so hard for me to get over to somebody else because the truth is, like, that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think that, like, when we see people, right, battling with certain stuff, it's something. Like Keith Sweat said, it's either something that might have really occurred in their lifetime, right? That had such a traumatic effect, right? That they just wasn't able to get past it. They don't even realize they're not able to get past it. So, like, I feel like some people die. I mean, literally leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing that, like, they let their hurts, traumas, the past, all of it get the best of them. Okay, it just is what it is. Um, and, like, yeah, I think when you witness addicts, I think we are witnessing people that just never got over, just never got over that hump in the road, you know, or whatever hurt them from their past. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I know from getting to the age that I got to today, I realized that, like, humans, okay, no matter how good of a human that they might be, no matter how great that their intentions might be set out to be, it just is what it is. People, right? Um, I just feel like they respond, you know what I'm saying, to certain stuff in certain ways and don't even realize it like that, you know? Um, but yeah, sadly, I do think that Ray J is going through something. Is it Diddy involved? Who knows? You know, the truth is, the sad thing is, when you're dealing with stuff like this, stuff just gets swept up under the rug, honestly, truthfully. And, like, we never really know what, like, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's like a rich person, right? Paying to make their secrets go away. It just is what it is, you know? Now, remind you, they were saying that Diddy has non-disclosure NDAs, right? They go 50 years and plus. You know what I'm saying? Even past, while I'm living, such and such and such and such can't be discussed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I just feel like some things we will never know. You know, like when you dealing with rich people. Hold on. I take that back. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I take that back. I honestly feel like stuff don't come out when it's relevant. Does that make sense? So like, okay, so like the Beyonce, the Jay-Z, and the Solange elevator story, right? The real elevator story ain't gonna come out until Jay-Z and Beyonce and Solange is long gone making money, right? I mean, you know how to I know that song, it's an old school song. It say, you just keep on using me. Come on now. Ha! Until you use me up. Period. And I just feel like that's how the music industry is. Every industry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, anything that you can twist and turn and get some juice out of. You know, they're not going to quit juicing, juicing, juicing until nothing else is coming out. Yeah, you see? And so like that's how I feel about the entertainment industry and us getting any real truth to this shit. You know, truth is like Fantasia said. But I do think that there is a little bit of truth to something that Ray J said. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know. We all know. Diddy going to jail affected him, hell, more than a whole lot of people. Mary J. Blige, French Montana, you name it. I mean, just like a hairstyle, baby, this man has been wigging out. Okay? Period. Since, you know, the news kind of did he was going to jail and all of that. So I don't know. I just find some type of truth to it. I'll take it a step further. I just listen, when you think about when you really like gloss over Ray J's story, it just you know, and maybe just maybe one day we'll catch up on that another time. But I just don't really feel like I have the time to dig all up in that because it's deep, you know. No pun intended, but for real, like it's so sad. I just feel sorry for Ray J. I do. Honestly, in my heart of all hearts, I think Ray J was a young man, okay, who wanted a little fame, wanted a little stardom, wanted to get up from up under his out of his sister's shadow, you know, and was willing to do, you know, whatever it takes. And I do think that he got involved with some very bad industry folks, you know, who took advantage of him. It just is what it is. And I'll take it a step further, okay? Because, you know, that's what I do here. I also feel like Ray J might have had too much Dak in his pants. Yeah, let's talk about it. I do. Yeah, truth is, like Fantasia said. You know, I think that he was blessed, okay? Down there. Like they like what's called said, him downstairs, he probably was blessed downstairs, okay? And with that being said, the industry wanted to take advantage of that. Child, it just is what it is. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Truth is, that's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was a young man that they felt like was probably working with a monster. Shit. And they did whatever they had to do to get it out of them. Period. Truth is, you know. You want the truth, you got to be able to listen. You want the truth, you got to be able to hand it over here with me. You know, Ray J's story goes way back into time, way back to when Superhead was talking about messing with Ray J. The fuck? You know, it is what it is. The industry freaking used him. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Ray J, he reminds me of Brashear, the little boy from Empire, so much. It's just like Brashear lost his mind way earlier than Ray J did, if that makes sense. Okay? Just my opinion, y'all. But anyway. And so, Funk Flex, child, Funk Flex. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. My phone going dead. My shit is going dead, Booba Star. So hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. I'm gonna need you to. You just gonna have to. I'm just gonna need you to find time. Shout out to that. Yeah. Or come back. It just is what it is. Shout out to that. I know it's cold outside, but I ain't really cuffing nothing. Okay? Shout out to that. I want you to want to be here. Yeah. Because other than that, this shit ain't gonna work. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Info said, hold on. So shout out to that. Ja, Funk Flex put out the fake news that the baby was messing with Kimora. The baby said absolutely not. He cleared it up, and I love that for him. And Funk Flex was like, wait, not the baby. Baby. You know what I'm saying, Birdman? I was like, damn, that's this Flex, it just didn't make a lot of sense. Okay? It just didn't make a lot of sense. I'm like, what's going on with you? Okay. That's it. That's all. I want to know what's going on with you because at this point, like, it's not really making a lot of sense. You know? I know, listen, Kimora been in the news lately, saying whatever she was saying about her baby daddies. I don't know if Funk Flex was trying to defend them, take up for them. I don't know. But it really came out of thin air for him to try to tell us who he feel like Kimora been, who he feel like Kimora done slept with. You know, it was kind of weird. It was kind of on the weird side. But Flex is getting older, and some people just like to give older people passes. Okay, notice I said some people because that is not necessarily what Shay Renee likes to do. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. Moving on. Moving on and moving forward because I got to get the fuck. So shout out to that. Oh yeah, cause my phone going dead. And it is what it is. Like usually I hook it up and all of that, all of that. I don't feel like that. Yeah, nah. So anyway, Kimora, she fires back, reminds her baby daddy. Listen, don't be hating from outside of the club. You can't even get in this motherfucker, okay? Truth is, like Fantasia said. And I like how she did him, you know what I'm saying? Because Russell, y'all know Russell just recently tried to clap back at Kimora. And Kimora was like, boy, why is you screaming from way across the country? She was like, don't address me. Address these motherfuckers who looking for you. Yeah. I said, oh, I know he hungry. Because she ate. Bitch, chef that plate right on up. So shout out to Kimora. And shout out to that. Took all this money. Left from there, left from there. She left somebody's room for rent. Like Mama D said. Yeah. And told him to shut his ass up and get back over here and deal with it. Come on, no, she wrong. Come on, you know you motherfucking wrong. Period. You didn't took all the man money. Okay. Period. Yeah. See what had happened was this bitch thought the grass was green on the other side. That's what she did. Like Chris Brown had said. The grass ain't green on the other side, Kimora. Now she know. Truth is, like Fantasia said. But child, after she done took this man to the cleaners, literally cleaned them out, okay? Now she tells him to come back over here and face these other bitches that he can't even face because he ain't got no money for them, okay? Truth is, like Fantasia said, I said, ooh, she. Girl, go no, you're clearing, okay? It just is what it is. You kind of clearing, okay? You got practice though, cause Got practice because she done already cleared a bank account or two. Okay, so anyway, shout out to Kamora Lee though, and Russell Simmons, who, um, for the most part, for the most part, have been modeled co-parents. You know what I'm saying? For real, literally modeled co-parents. Cause y'all know, them people used to put on a united front, and it just is what it is. Russell said he was paying her child support for 20 years straight. So I'm like, okay, I can see why. Shout out to that. I see why you her other kids' godfather. She said, yeah, you take care of yours. You probably gonna help take care of these too. So shout out to that. Yeah. Child, truth is, like Fantasia said. But Russell, you deserve. Period. Like Mama D said, you sure do. You sure do. Because like going all the way back, word on the curb is you chased that young thing, or whatever. However, you ended up with this young, beautiful woman. Yeah, truth is. Like Fantasia said, you wanted them problems, now you got it. Okay? Period. You got that she's still younger than you, she's still beautiful than you, and she got your kids, okay? Period. I don't know what the fuck else he want from us, okay? So anyway, yeah, got him a young bitch, took him right on to the cleaners. So shout out to that. Ain't never been the same. Ain't gonna never be the same. Since. Yeah. So anyway, shout out to Kimora and shout out to Russell too, because like, yeah, it is what it is, all right? Old school. Old school, and I just feel like I'm always gonna feel some type of feels for Russell Simmons, because Russell Simmons was such a huge part of my youth. You know what I'm saying? And coming up. Oh yeah, yes, Miss Preston Girl, what? Def Comedy Jam and what's that other stuff he had his hand in? Wait, Russell is associated with Def Comedy Jam. And he's also associated with Def Jam. There we go. Period. So anyway, shout out to him and shout out to all of that. Jade and Alexis. Listen, I like Jade and Alexis. Can't take nothing from her. It just is what it is. Truth is. My only problem, and I do mean this for real, my only problem with Jade and Alexis is I think when it comes to like beefing with Chrisean, she don't keep it real enough for me. Oh, my shit finna go dead. And that is just so irritating for me. But it is what it is, Shy. I knew what it was. I knew what it was before I got here. So anyway, yeah, like I said, don't act surprised now. But yeah, Jade and Alexis, right? So like, I'm the type of person where like I just like truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? And I don't like when people try to lie and stuff like that to fit their narrative, okay? And when I say that type of stuff, let me tell you what I mean. Jaden Alexis likes to talk down on Chrisean and come for her parenting. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'll be the first to tell you I don't like that. Now, I can't say this. When you don't like somebody, have at it. All I can do is give you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to pass that much judgment. I'm going to say that again. When you don't like somebody, you just don't like them. That's not my business. I can give you my opinion about how I feel, but at the end of the day, you're going to do whatever it is that you know what I'm saying, you're going to do. Period. In other words, I hate when people try to tell other people how far to go, how far to take it. Man, listen, step aside. Step aside. Either so you involved now? You too? Because you know how people be quick to say, your ass can get it too. Period. Yeah. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't like when people be saying how far you can take it. Like, man, listen. Shit. The fuck? You know? Because I just feel like nobody can put themselves in other people's shoes. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can say all day, if it was me, I would have did blah blah blah, but it wasn't you. Enough said. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, but I don't like how Jada Alexis takes jabs at Chrisean's parenting. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because if you gonna talk about somebody's parenting, then your shit need to be squeaky clean. And I don't see that. When it comes to Jada and Alexis, I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I see a mother, you know what I'm saying, in Jada and Alexis. And I'll even go as far as to say that I do think that Jaden for the most part she takes good care of her kids. You know what I'm saying? Seemingly. But still, I don't know where this is coming from, but like I cannot stand that. I ain't gonna be able to take that. It's just like, I don't know. I just want her to like do better. You know what I'm saying? In other words, truth is, like Fat just said, I want her to do better. Because word on the curb is this lady then had a car wreck with her kids in a car. Now, who knows? A lot of people keep claiming that they think Jada and Alexis was under the influence. Who knows? Because then you got a lot of people who is saying that if Jaden was under the influence, she would have went to jail. Okay, because they saying that it's videos of her talking to the police. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. But I will say this. Just based off of past stuff, yes, Jaden, people are gonna think alcohol was involved. And if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. Jaden needs to figure out why she keeps having car wrecks. And I'll just leave that there. Y'all like that? I just want to set that shit down like it's on a dresser. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I like Jada and Alexis. But at the same time, like, come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Out of all of the stuff that you could say. Out of all of the stuff that you could say. When it comes to her baby, I feel like Jada should just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We could all say the same thing. We could all say the same thing. Lots of people could say that I didn't smoke and I didn't drink to the point where anything seriously wrong happened to my child while in the womb. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of people could say that. But like, what's the point? For real, like, what's the point? If you got other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, girl, clean house. Work on what you need to work on. Because I listen, let me keep it out of the way real too. Another thing, Jaden Alexis likes to get drunker than drunk. I have seen Jaden Alexis sloppy drunk. Work on that. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say, just work on that. You know, because I'm not saying that that's an issue, but I am saying that, like, if it's been documented, right, and like it's been a time or two, for real, maybe that's something that you need to work on. All right, because it is definitely a difference from partying to just something else is going on. You understand what I'm saying? Just period. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, a lot of people think that something else is going on with Jada.
So knowing that, why would you come for this other girl who got something else going on too? It's like, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, say what you want to say, beef with her in other ways. I just think that that baby stuff was a really low blow. Okay. So anyway, shout out to that. Then after that, let me move on and let me talk about DJ Academics and Mano. DJ Academics and Mano is crunk. That shit is funny. And like it's giving me exactly what I need. But I would say this, like Mano is just good for entertainment. It is what it is. Like DJ Academics is the old media, Mano is new. Yeah. And I know DJ Academics probably don't want that, probably don't like that, but it is what it is. You know, everybody reaches their peak and they highs and they lows and stuff like that. So it just is what it is, y'all. I feel like Mano ass is very entertaining. Like a very. Yeah. So anyway, he gonna be around. I don't know what to tell him. For real. I don't know what to tell him. Because as far as like entertainment, Mano is in that bag right now. I can tell you all that right now. He in that bag, and I feel like it's a lot of stuff that he learned, still learning, whatever have you. But DJ Academics was trolling just recently and said that he was gonna lock Mano up. Excuse me. I know how y'all say there's some truth to everything. Yeah, everything. DJ Academics, I do think you was trolling. But I also think if Mano ever gave you the opportunity, you will file charges on him. I do. Mm, some type of charges, some type of lawsuit, some type of don't run up on me again. Period. You see, this is what it is. Like he not. Child, he ain't gonna let that fly like a butterfly. So anyway. I'm probably finna go blow my nose. Because apparently I got something in it, child. And did it? I did it. And whatever it is, it came since I've been sitting here with y'all. Child, like some type of unwanted visitor. So anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. I gotta get out of here. Hit the like button. So Bub retires from boxing. Sad, sad, sad. It's a sad day. I don't like. I've seen a lot of people saying that Bud has had a long boxing career, you know, and that might be true, but a lot of people are just now getting on to Bud. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. I used to see Bud a lot. Before he fought Earl, though, he was just a non-factor. He was just like another boxer walking around. He made a name for himself when he fought Earl. When he fought Earl, I said, God damn it, who is that? Yeah, you see. So you know, in my personal opinion, you know, boxing fans really haven't seen enough of Bud. It just is what it is. Some people have. Most of us haven't. I can tell you that right now. So whatever he decides, he decides. I think he's stepping down because it seems like he's been forced to step down. And it is what it is. I can tell you one thing. One thing I know, two things for sure. I am a lot like Terrence Crawford. And I tell y'all that all the time. In ways where like see this situation right here, like he rather be right than just settle it. You know what I'm saying? So him being in the right is like ultimately hurting him a little bit. And that's what I tell y'all about me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't mind sacrificing, making the sacrifice because, you know, I can't see past what a motherfucker is trying to do to me. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'll be like, nah, fuck all that. I'll deal with that later. You know? And ultimately, you know, you be hurting yourself sometimes. So we're just gonna have to see how this goes for Bud. If he retires, I was like, well, one thing about it, he can come back, right? So that's that. You know? And I guess when he comes back, he'll have to deal with the whole sanction fees again. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. But word on the curb is Terrence Bud Crawford decided to say, you know what I'm saying? He just decided to say, fuck y'all, I'm done then. It is what it is. So anyway, shout out to him, shout out to that. because $300,000 ain't no little bit of money. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how much you done made in your lifetime. That still ain't no small amount of money. So anyway, especially to just give away. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If I'm Terrence, I want to know from the rooter to the tutor what this motherfucking 300,000 is going to before I issue it out. You see, but listen. It's gonna always be that one. People can't stand people that's gonna challenge something. I can tell y'all right now. So anyway, shout out to that. Then after that, let me move on. Period. Cause I got to, like Diddy said, and Bryson Tiller had said. Young Thug got engaged. Shout out to that. Shout out to Mariah. I love that for Mariah. I do. Period. Stand for something. Stand for something out here, girl. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of women don't know and what a lot of women don't realize. And it's not just women, but I do feel like it's us the most, right? They're like, when things don't go your way, you got to just learn to say, it's okay. I'm going to move forward. And moving forward looks like whatever it looks like to you. It could be letting go of a job. It could be letting go of a situationship that's just not working. Anything. Anything. But I think enough women don't say, I'm going to move forward enough. You know what I'm saying? They just stay stagnant. And like, you will never know. Like, you will never know what your reward may be from moving forward. So, anyway, just shout out to women who to the women who like just decide for themselves, I want that, and I'm not gonna stop till I get it. Okay, so anyway, shout out to that. That's what it seemed like Mariah the scientist is saying. Like, I want a ring. I want to be married. I want a real commitment. You know. So anyway, like I said, shout out to her and shout out to that. Now, anyway, Chrisean, she took out that blue face tattoo. Ooh, yes, indeed. Miss Preston Curl got him. She got up and got herself up out of there. Shout out to Chrisean. Now, as a fan, from a fan's perspective, I'm just like, girl, I just hope you're not pump faking, Like, it's a lot of stuff that I can accept from Chrisean, but it's some stuff I just don't want her to do no more, if that makes sense. So if you're going to remove this tattoo, please don't get no more blue face tattoos, no matter what. Stand for something. Tell them no. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much they got going on, child. They can go get married 3 months from now, and I'm still going to feel like, Chrisean, stand on business. No more tattoos for you, right? It just is what it is. Some things we willing to accept, some things we necessarily ain't feeling like that. And yeah, we not feeling her putting blue face on her no more. Okay. She did a really, 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 really extremely, even had me teary-eyed. I teared up. I gotta keep it real. I do think that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I do think that, like, yeah, my time of the month might be coming. That might be TMI, but it just is what it is. And like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When it's on its way, I just tend to be a little bit more emotional. But like, hey, like, she really, the video, was kind of sad. Her crying and, talking to God. So like, yeah, some things we just really, 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 really don't want to see you go backwards on, my girl. Okay, it just is. It just is what it is. Go forward. Go forward. So shout out to that. Child. Yeah, what else is going on these internet streets? I'm really happy for Chrisean. You never know. See, this is the thing. Even if she begging Blueface behind the scenes, it is what it is. Go through what you need to. You know what I'm saying? People do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? People do it all the time. No shame. And no judgment. Here, this is a no judgment zone. People like listen. People play the fool for love, okay? Often, all the time. It just is what it is. But I do think that she's walking towards healing and moving forward, okay? Whether it's forced or not. Yeah, it just is what it is. Damn it, keep the cameras rolling, okay? Whether it's forced or not. I ain't lying. You know, like she can be some uh, Blue, why won't you just pick up for me and Chrisean? He wants to see you. He needs his daddy. You know, and then and 2 hours later, on the laser table, oh God, it hurt, but I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. You know, and I'm gonna eat that up. Yeah. Period. I'm gonna eat that up. It just is what it is because at least the moving is happening. You see, whether it's being forced or not. Okay. Yeah, because eventually, first of all, rejection is protection. So shout out to that. You know, somebody might think they doing you, but they really doing you a favor. You know? So Blueface might be being ugly with Chrisean behind the scenes, like now, stiff arm. You know, he might be stiff arming her. But truth is, if that's what he's doing, he's really doing her a favor. It is what it is. Yeah. Truth is, like Fantasia said, you know what I'm saying? So, child, get your blessings. What? Take the what and leave the what? So yeah, I'm just putting it out there. You gotta put that out there. I'm just putting that out there, you know, because you know, love play with your mind a lot. It's just what it is. Play a lot of mind games. So for instance, Chrisean could be like trying to get over Blueface, trying to get over the trauma from him, trying to get over the drama from him, trying to get over the fact that like, okay, we actually not gonna be together. This is just Chrisean's dad, and I need to accept that. You know, um, but you know, her seeing right this other woman in a position that she once had, and you know, could affect her. It just is what it is. It could make her feel like, well, damn, I want my position back. You know, um, or maybe, you know, maybe it wasn't so bad what I was going through. You know, cause like, damn, he didn't found another dummy. No, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at it like that. There will always be another dummy. Yeah. Just know that you got out alive. So shout out to that. Girl, please run. Bitch, run. Okay? Towards the sunset. Because the truth is, um, Chrisean just isn't gonna get what she wanted out of Blueface, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So in my hearts of our hearts, I feel like Chrisean wants marriage. She wants kids. You know, she wants what a lot of people have. In my hearts of our hearts, Blueface wasn't gonna give her that. In my hearts of our hearts, her and Blueface have a very long time, right? Let me just say this. I feel like Blueface has a long time before he's ready for that. With Chrisean in particular. You know, because somebody else might bring that up out of him. Oh yeah, the truth is. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, he's already thought about being married, right? That's first of all. He's already thought about it. So he cool with doing it. The fact that he proposed to Jaden, the fact that he, acted like he was gonna marry Chrisean, and in other words, I just feel like it would not shock me if Blueface was to get married at all. It wouldn't. Because usually once they start flirting with the idea and stuff like that, they cool with the idea. They'll do it. I'll take it a step further too. They'll definitely I think he'll do it when he feels like he finds the right one, so to speak. But I also think that he might jump the gun on doing it because he want to hurt them other ones. You see, bitch, you could have been my wife, but you're not. Ha ha. Chrisean, you could have been my wife, bitch, but you're not. Ha ha. Like he gonna rub it in it. He gonna rub it in a little bit, child, like alcohol. Okay, it just is what it is. Yeah, truth is, shit. I was just thinking about somebody though. Oh, somebody just came to my head when I was thinking about this, talking about this. But it is what it is. I guess, like, yeah, it'll come back to me. But no, for some reason it happens like that all the time. And I'm not, what I'm saying, like I'm for the most part quick whippersnapper for the most part. So all I can say is like when people are ready for marriage, they just feel like they're ready for marriage. And then sometimes because like Clarissa Shields is a prime example, right? Clarissa was engaged before she got with Papoose, meaning ready for marriage. So now that she's with Papoose, still ready for marriage. Like that, ready, set, go, never left because her last situation ended. It carried itself on until the next relationship. So I'm ready for marriage. Are you ready for marriage? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Not even I'm so in love with you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. Type shit. It's more like I'm ready for marriage, so let me see if, all of that other shit can come about. You know, um but I can't explain it. But yeah, like usually if somebody is engaged and it don't work out, then they end up getting married really quick, I would say. So like I wouldn't be surprised if Blueface ran off and got married, especially because sometimes, not all, but sometimes people do be to me, they be doing it to like hurt the other person, if that makes sense. Almost like Kevin Gates. Prime example. Kevin Gates. If you ask me, this is my opinion, not a fact. I think Kevin Gates, I think hold on. Hold on, yeah. Um I think Kevin Gates, and I think that's why his shit didn't work and that's why his shit didn't last. Yeah, like he said, make it last forever now. I think it didn't work and it didn't last because I think he wasn't really in love with that woman. I think he more so wanted to hurt Drika. Like I feel like he wanted to hurt Drika more than he loved the new chick. And if you ask me, that's why it didn't work like that. It just didn't work because it wasn't enough love there. If you ask me, it wasn't enough love to actually put the work in for the girl. He was so quick to easily give up on the girl to me, right? Because he never really loved her. And I think that Brittany realized that. And for real, truth is, I think Brittany really realized that. And she just ended up saving herself. Um, you know, before things just really got out of hand. But I definitely think she ended up realizing that. And I think that's why she did what she did, as far as like hurrying up and filing for an annulment or a divorce, whatever it is Brittany Renner ended up getting from Kevin Gates. But I think she realized, like, you know, um and so it be like that sometimes, sometimes you know you gotta take a motherfucker along, your healing journey. Sometimes it be like that. But as long as you your intentions is good and stuff like that, and you ain't finna do no backsliding, then I feel like everything should be okay. But like, it can happen. Period. So yeah, shout out to Chrisean, who is moving forward. Like I said, whether she want to or not, god damn it. Um Things are pushing forward. Now I will say this though. As a Chrisean Rock supporter, shy, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, because this ain't the first time she didn't covered up a blue face tattoo. Hopefully it's the last. But I will say that, like, she seemingly also does stuff to get his attention too, you know. So that's that. But like I said, like, I listen, been there, done that, child. I would not be upset with Chrisean if she was like still doing what a lot of baby mamas do. Yeah. And when I say what a lot of baby mamas do, what a lot of baby mamas do is a mess with their baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Still. It just is what it is. They do. They do it. They do it. They do it. They do it. And they usually do it until they over him. Until they can get just full-fledged over him. Period. Like a fence. Some people can go cold turkey. Some people can't. I don't hold that much judgment in that type of situation, because I just feel like that shit is real life. Okay. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. But like, so in other words, I wouldn't be mad if Chrisean, like, what's today? Today is Wednesday, but really it was Tuesday night. So let's say Chrisean slept with Blueface on a Tuesday night. Laid up, funky, good time. Everybody apologize, talk co-parenting a little bit amongst the action. And then by Thursday, she was just back to, hey, I'm a single woman. The fuck? Like, I wouldn't be mad at that. It just is what it is. Like, um, because one, that's what people tend to do. You know what I'm saying? When they still care about people, they tend to act off of those feelings and act on those emotions. But it's nothing wrong with saying, like, I'm not going backwards though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going backwards. This is our new reality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta know, because we not together. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. We like like Nene Leak say, we see each other. Period. But we are not together. Okay? So like, nobody has to know. Period. I need you to get in your son's life. I need you to stay in your son's life. And I need you to take care of him. It just is what it is. Bye, moving forward. Bye, type shit. It is what it is. Like, I wouldn't be mad at Chrisean if that's, what she had going right now. While she was trying to heal. You know what I'm saying? Personally. Trying to, heal. It is what it is. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at it. It just is what it is. Lots of people do that. You know. I also wouldn't be mad if she just continued to step. Yeah, you know what, Blueface, you a funny guy and all that. I'm a step type ish. That's even better. Yeah, shout out to that. Let's co-parent. I ain't worried about nothing. It is what it is. It's all from the past. I'm sorry. You want to apologize? It ain't needed, but you, you done did some shit too. You know what I'm saying? And just let's move forward. Like that's grown up shit. It just is what it is, child. That's grown up shit. But it take a while to get there. You know, it does. It takes a while to get there. And the sad thing is, some people never do, child. So that's even more scary. But anyway, y'all. Child, it's your girl Shay Renee, and I bet y'all thought I wasn't coming back then, y'all. Yeah, I know y'all did. So anyway, shout out to that because I motherfucking did though. I said I just let me tell you something. I went to sleep, and so I woke back up, and then I was like, damn, it's midnight. It's like a whole nother day. But I was like, oh well, because I knew that like it might go like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was either do something like this or do it when I'm really too tired to do it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it is what it is. I had to go to sleep for a little while. I tell y'all all the time, I take the split shift, bitch. I take the split shift right now. I'll just be like, oh, Lord, why? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna work it out. Period. Yeah, like a trainer. I'm getting him some good money at the gym. He, she, whatever. Child, I'm just gonna work it out. Truth is, like Fantasia said, so I got the hell up out my bed. And I was like, oh yeah, we finna do this, Miss Pressa. We finna put this mother effing work in, child. So here it is. Bam! I came, I saw a baby, I conquered. So shout out to that. And I'll be back. Yeah. The truth is, like Fantasia said, y'all know I'll be back. Um, so shout out to that. Uh, I don't know when, but I'll see y'all sometime this morning, child. Probably at the same time. That same little time slide around 9. Something like that. Anyway, Poopa Stars, it's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm about to get up out of here. Pig. I had a funky good time with y'all. I always do. Replay game. Y'all scoot up here like a bumper car. Hit the like button. And let me know what y'all think about anything I had to say. Bye, y'all.